Good morning, everyone. Meteorologist Savannah Tennyson here. Just wanted to give y'all a quick update on what we're anticipating for today. We do have a first warn in place because we have a chance for some strong to severe storms as we're heading into this afternoon, evening, and even into the overnight hours. Right now, we are staying on the calm side. No need to grab that umbrella. However, if you are going to be out later on this evening, I think it would be necessary to grab it for you. Now, that first warn is in place as we're heading into tonight, and that's because we're anticipating that severe weather threat that's continuing to build. That's going to be continuing actually into your Thursday as well, just Thursday morning as of right now, and then more showers and storms could be firing up tomorrow afternoon. Then we're going to be dropping in temperature just in time for your Friday. So let me show you exactly what we're anticipating for today. This is our entire region now, mainly under that slight risk. That's a level 2 out of 5. Now, any storm that does get going, we anticipate will have large hail, damaging winds, and we cannot rule out the possibility of maybe a few brief tornado spin-ups. So everybody that lives in the Kansas City metro and the area, please make sure that you do stay tuned to the weather heading throughout today. Now, this is actually going to be transitioning to the east heading into tomorrow. That's why that severe or first warn is in place for tomorrow as well. You can see mainly east of Kansas City metro, that marginal risk level 1 out of 5 in that green color, Bethany, Richmond, Odessa, down through Harrisonville and Butler. I'm talking to you guys. And then as you're heading towards the east, Chillicothe, Marshall, Sedalia, and Clinton in that yellow, that's a level 2 out of 5 for tomorrow. So let me go ahead and just show you the exact timing for this. So you see that we're going to be staying dry throughout this morning into lunchtime and even throughout most of this afternoon. Then this is just one of our forecast models that we're watching, because this one is actually showing that storms are going to be popping around 7, 8 o'clock tonight along I-70, and those are actually going to be moving towards the east. So here's potentially what the radar could be looking like at 8 p.m. Not exactly what it's going to be looking like, but potentially. And I say that because we kind of have a few different scenarios going on, which I'll go over here in a few minutes. So this is by 8, 9 o'clock. You can see more discrete storms are going to be popping up near Atchison, over in St. Joseph, just to the north and the east of Richmond. And these will continue to spread off towards the north very quickly with that warmth front that's going to be lifting through the area. Again, the areas that we're going to be watching are those darker pinks, maybe even purple colors for storm cells that could be on the strong to severe side. Again, with this, all storm threats are going to be possible. And yes, that does mean a few tornado spin-ups could be on the table. These will be continuing to move towards the north as we head into the 10 o'clock hour, 11 o'clock hour. And then finally, that cold front is actually going to be sweeping through, bringing in those storms moving towards the east. And a few actually could be popping up along that heading into early tomorrow morning and throughout the morning commute. Now, this one showing that most of those showers tomorrow morning are actually going to be staying off towards the east, which is where our severe thunderstorm threat is going to be. Now, I also want to show you this is what we're looking like for the severe weather threats. Now, although tornado is on the low side from this graphic, it's actually on the low to medium side. Not much confidence to go ahead and pull the trigger for that medium threat, but that wind and the hail threat are going to be on the medium side. And hail could actually be up to 2 inches, which is hen egg size. So that is definitely very big. I know yesterday they saw some ping pong size hail with those storms that fired up. And then flooding right now is going to be on the low side. It really just depends on how those thunderstorms are going to be training over the area. So I also want to go ahead and show you guys a different model that we're watching, just because so you can get a little bit different view of what I'm saying. We have a few different scenarios that we're going to be watching. So let me go ahead and change this graphic over to our next model that we're watching. So this is one of our in-house models. It's showing that maybe a few showers could be popping later on this afternoon. And then most of those showers are actually going to be along the cold front heading into tonight and early into tomorrow morning. This is 10 p.m. Again, now we're watching both models. It doesn't mean that one we're 100% on right now. We really have to go throughout the day and see how all the ingredients start to set up. So heading into this evening, you can see that we could have that line coming through. Instead of those showers and storms moving north, they could actually be moving east along that cold front and continuing heading into tomorrow morning. However, we kind of lean more on the side of the HRRR That's when I was showing you before with those storms that are going to be moving towards the east, just because it does handle it better. And also, it honestly has a better handle on this entire system. So I'll show you that one more time heading into later on this evening. So here we go. This is 7 p.m. A few showers and storms popping along I-70 and moving towards the north. Doesn't mean that they will be popping in that area. They could be popping just to the south as well. Of course, this is going to be changing throughout the day. Please make sure that you do stay weather aware and stay tuned. We're going to be continuously updating you guys throughout the morning hours and even into this afternoon. I know Chief Meteorologist Luke Doris will be here, and then Meteorologist Warren Sears will also be here this afternoon. So heading into tomorrow morning, you see that those showers and storms will be moving into the east tomorrow morning. I also want to show you, we have this thing called a cap in place. I kind of went over this a little bit earlier today. So what does that mean? Well, it means that the temperatures of the column of air need to continuously be decreasing with the increasing height so that air can continue to raise. However, if there is a layer of warm air in place, that's going to really decrease the chance of any thunderheads that are going to be building, as you see in this graphic. However, if that cap is going to be breaking, just like what we saw yesterday, we saw the thunderheads really start to increase super high in the sky. That is going to be the uncapped scenario. So right now we are capped. And let me break this down for you just so you know exactly what I'm talking about, because it's a little confusing. So what it is, it's like a pot of boiling water. You have the cap over it and the steam is just staying in place. It can't escape. However, whenever you take that cap off, the cap breaks. That means that the steam can go everywhere. The energy can continue to move in the atmosphere. That's when those thunderheads are going to be able to really increase and grow in strength. And that's what it means whenever we say it's uncapped in the atmosphere. So that's another thing that we're going to be watching very closely for today. Again, we do have that first warn in place for us as we head into this afternoon. Here's another quick look at it. This is going to be possible for large hail, and I'm talking about maybe $half size up to ping pong, maybe even hen's egg size. Then we're also going to be watching the chance for some damaging winds, and we cannot rule out the possibility of maybe a few isolated tornado spin-ups. So here's another graphic. Let me just show you exactly what I'm talking about, where these threats are going to be located. Now, I know what you're thinking. Okay, this graphic shows tornadoes are only a 5% chance. Well, we typically only have about a 2% chance during severe storms. So this is actually going to be a heightened chance to see some rotating thunderstorms, maybe that tornado spin up. Then as we head into that wind category, again, typically it stays in that maybe 5% risk for damaging winds. However, you see that it has increased to about 15% chance. And then as we head into the hail threat, you start to see these black lines. They're kind of sketched throughout. That actually means that we could be seeing significant hail-sized stones that could be falling. Again, all of these are going to be very dangerous if they do occur in your neighborhood, just because, you know, wind could be as strong as what a low-end tornado threat is. So please just make sure that you do stay weather aware heading into today. Again, a first warn is in place for this evening into the overnight hours because that severe weather threat is continuing to build. That severe storm is going to be continuing into tomorrow morning, and then those temperatures are also going to be decreasing. I want to go over one more time just the timing of it all so you can really see when it could potentially be impacting your area. Again, we're watching a few different models heading into later on this evening. I think that we'll be having a better idea of exactly where these storms are going to be popping. So again, please make sure that you just stay weather aware. Even if this model shows that they're not going to be popping in your neighborhood, still going to be possible. So this is 7 p.m. We could be seeing a few showers and storms popping just to the north and the west of Kansas City, over in Lawrence as well. These will be moving towards the north and the east. And you see that, you know, we have some discrete cells, some yellows, oranges, and reds. That's where we're going to be watching to see if any of these do become strong to severe throughout the area. These are going to continue to move off towards the north and the east. Also, you see that they're going to be increasing in strength. That's what that purple pink color shows just to the north of Marshall and just to the south of St. Joe as well. So these will continue to move off towards the north. You see that not everybody will be getting these. Heading into tonight, they're going to still be very isolated in nature before that cold front finally moves through, heading into early tomorrow morning. This is 5 a.m., so if you live over in Chillicothe and just to the south of I-70, could be a little bit stormy as you're waking up for your workday. Those are going to be moving out rather quickly. And then once that gets out of here, we're going to be cooling down pretty significant. Let me show you. So today, those temperatures are going to be in the mid 70s is what we're expecting. However, heading into Friday, we'll be topping out at 58 degrees. And then by next week, unfortunately, we are going to be still on the cooler side at 47 degrees with a very nice increase on Tuesday. Meteorologist Greg Bennett is here. Let me change that over.
Hey, folks. We got an update.
Oh, okay.
We just got an update.
Okay.
We are now adding an enhanced risk
Okay.
to the area. Goes right through the metro, friends. This just came down literally moments ago. I think today we're going to go into a first warn weather day.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and talk to the managers, get that all taken care of.
Oh, yep. There it is. Let me show everybody. You can go ahead.
Okay, wonderful. I'm going to head over to the managers, give them some more details on what this means, and we'll be back. I'm out of breath.
Hey, I appreciate you running up here, though. Thank you, Greg. Hey, okay, so we are now actually, you just heard it from First Warn 5 meteorologist Greg Bennett, that we are probably going to be increasing this first warn to a first warn weather day. And that's because we do have a better chance of seeing those strong to severe storms. You see that orange color, that's an enhanced risk level 3 out of 5. So things are getting a little more serious across the area heading into this evening and into the overnight hours. So again, if you are in that orange, that does include here in Kansas City, the metro over in Odessa, Marshall, up through Chillicothe, Cameron, St. Joseph, Atchison, Lawrence. If I'm calling out your city, please, please, please make sure that you do have that First Warn 5 weather app, because any severe storm or tornado warning that pops up will go immediately to your phone, and you'll get all of our updates throughout this afternoon and even into this evening. Again, this just came across. The Storm Prediction Center just enhanced our risk for us. Let's see if, since I'm just now getting this information, you guys are going to go on a little ride with me. Okay, so this is why they enhanced it. You can see that our hail threat is now significantly increased to that 30% risk, which typically we haven't seen this since I've been here at KCTV5. We also have that black lines that are going through. That is going to be the chance for hail to be about 2 inches in diameter. That's about a hen egg size. So please, please, please make sure that you do stay weather aware. I am going to pop off here just for a little bit. I'll be back on probably around before the 12 o'clock show. So please make sure that you join me. I'm going to go ahead and reconfigure all my graphics and talk about that first warn weather day. Again, we could be potentially increasing this to that first warn weather day because our threat for strong to severe storms has now increased. So please make sure that you do have that First Warn 5 weather app and continue to stay with us throughout the day with more updates.